This is Mr. Kent of MrKent.com. And more than a year ago, several months ago, I created a video on how to sign up for the Parrot Cloud and go through all the detailed information of how to set up your computer so that you could include the telemetry overlay at the bottom of the screen, which you see on so many videos about with the Bebop. That video is pretty much getting outdated. It's been changed and updated a lot, and I'll put a link to it in the description below, and you can go to that video and get a very detailed explanation. The only thing is, be sure and watch it all the way through, because things are not in order due to the editing like they used to be. So you can do that. The purpose of this video is to simply give you a startup point for each of the steps. This is actually broken down into 3 parts. The first part is just the downloading of the Free Flight Pro and the Flight Data Manager. Those are the 2 programs that you have to have in order to get the telemetry data onto your computer. So that's part 1. Then we'll go to part 2, and part 2 is downloading the editors. And you're going to need a couple of editors. One of them, the VIRB edit, is the most important one. And so it's the Garmin VIRB edit made by Garmin. And so that's step 2. And then part 3, we are going to actually go through the very basic steps of creating a video, making it ready, and putting the telemetry at the bottom of the screen. So that's what our plan is, and hopefully it goes through just like we want it to. And so let's go ahead and get started. Part 1, all right, we need to download the Free Flight Pro, and this screenshot here is for if you have an Android, and I have a tablet, so I would go on, type in Free Flight Pro, and it's a free download, and as you can see, I've already got it installed. So you'll click on Install, and you'll install it and bring it up. And then you'll want to set up, if you, let's see, let me take a look here. Let's go over here. Yeah, it'll open up and you'll have this to look at. And I think it's in the upper left-hand corner, those 3 little bars up there. You want to set up your account and use a user. You'll have to put in a username and password. Now write those down somewhere because you're going to need them later. But that's the first part of step 1 is getting Free Flight Pro on your tablet or your phone. Okay, this does not go on your computer; it goes on your tablet or your phone. So you'll get that. Then you'll need to go to the Flight Data Manager page. The Flight Data Manager has a lot of information as you scroll down, and this is where you go to download the VIRB. Download the actual Flight Data Manager that you're going to install on your computer. And over here on the left, you want to be sure and install the templates, and you also want to install the Flight Data Manager. Now, you can install the templates after you've got the Flight Data Manager, but what you'll do is you'll go down here, and there's several versions, and you want to go with the latest version, and the latest version is right here, version 3.4.1, as of January 11th of 2018. So that's the version that you want to install. And when you install it, it's going to want that same username and password that you used in order to set up your Free Flight Pro. Okay, so those are the first 2 things. Then you're going to open up the Flight Data Manager. And as you can see, when you first open it up, you won't see this screen. You'll see a little square screen that wants your username and password. Then you'll get to this point, and you go up here and you click down. You click on Load Data from Parrot Cloud. You click on that, and all the flights that you've made, assuming you've made some, all the flights that you've made will show up like this. And so if I click on my last flight, which was 13 minutes and 20, all the information is here. 13 minutes and 29 seconds long. Okay, so we'll double click on that, and that brings up the data. Okay, then you'll want to export the data. Now over here, this is the export the data to file. So I'm just going to put this on my desktop. So we'll click here, and we're going to go to desktop, and I'm going to have a folder. So let's see, I've got a folder here somewhere. Let me see, where is it? Okay, the Bebop folder. We'll just click on that, and well, we got to go to it. It's a shortcut. So we'll go like that, and there's my 2018 Bebop folder. So you select the folder, all right, down here, and then you'll send the data to that. So I'll click there, and I've got a couple of issues going from previous installations, so you won't have those show up, but they will show up like this, and that will be confirmation that they have been sent to that file. Then also, if you go down to the lower left-hand corner, you can see the map. Switch to maps and see the map of it. And so we'll switch back to the graphics. So that's the first step in getting your information onto your computer. So that completes step 1. Okay, we are ready for step 2. In step 2, we're going to download the editor files and get them installed on our computer, and then we'll be ready to work on an actual Bebop MP4 file. So the first thing we need to do is we need to get the VLC video player. So we'll go to Google, VLC, there it is right there, VLC player, all right? And we want the Windows version. And there's the download. Now I'm not going to download it because I've already got it downloaded. But that's how you go about getting the VLC video editor. And you're going to see how we use it in step 3. But you need that editor. Currently you need that editor for everything to work when you go to Garmin VIRB Edit, which, by the way, is the next thing we need to download. Now you can go to Garmin VIRB Edit and download the latest version of the editor, and it'll work fine, except that you will not be able to see the graphic and the text information about the roll and pitch. And so I have on my website, I have older versions thanks to Helder Hugo, and some that I had. I have some older versions of the VIRB Edit program which will show those. And so if you come to my website, mrkent.com, come over here to miscellaneous, and then come down to, where is it? You know, I come to my website all the time, but I don't do anything. Let me look again here now. Okay, Bebop drone files, right down there, about 3/4 of the way down. If you go there, then you have all kinds of things. I've got tutorials. I've got a table that converts imperial to metric and back and forth. But what you're doing, you're looking for VIRB Edit, and I like to use, you can pick and choose here, but I like to use version 4.2.2. So you would click on that and download that and install it. Okay, so those are the two files, the VLC video editor and the VIRB Edit file. Now just we'll go ahead and I'll go to my desktop, and the VLC video editor is going to look like this, and you're going to go over here. When you go to use it, you're going to go here and you're going to go to convert and save. That's what you're going to do. So we'll get to that in part 3, but we'll go ahead and close this, and then when you open up VIRB Edit, which we'll also talk about in part 3, we'll show you how to go through there. So you need to download and install those two files. And that concludes part 2. Part 3. All right. What we're going to do now is we're going to go through the process of getting your file off of your Bebop drone onto your computer and then converting it and putting the data at the bottom of the screen, the telemetry data. So this is a PDF file we're looking at here that you can download from my website. As soon as you get home, you set up your Bebop the same as if you were going to fly, but you don't fly. So you hook up the tablet and the controller with the USB cord. You turn on your drone, and you wait, and pretty soon they all connect. Now, you need to let it sit there for quite some time. Usually it's about 5-10 minutes. And if you have the flight data manager already installed, then you can open it up and you'll see when today's flight shows up on that. That's what I would normally do. Once I see it show up, then I can disconnect everything. And the next thing that I need to do then is to create a folder on my computer somewhere. And this is not very good organization. I put a demo folder right in the middle of the desktop. But anyway, so you create a folder for today's flight, and then you connect your USB cable from the micro USB port on the back of the drone to your computer, and you download that video from the drone onto your computer. And be careful, I usually just copy it and then make sure it's going to run, just in case I don't get a good copy. And then you can delete it off of your drone. So here's where we are. We've got this all set up now. Now then, the next thing we have to do is we have to convert this file to a file that will work on VIRB Edit, okay? And that's where the VLC video media player comes in. So we'll double click here, and we'll get this up. And we come over here to media up here at the top, and we come down to convert and save. All right, now we have to find the file. So we go over here and we click on add, and we're just going to find our desktop, and we're going to find our demo folder somewhere in here. There it is right there. Okay, and there's the file that we need. So we'll double click on that. All right, so we've got that added. Now what we have to do is come down here, and it's actually right there. We just click on convert and save. But what you need to do is go into this line right here, click on the tool thing, and come up to the video codec. All right, and one of these won't be checked. I don't know which one it's, but it won't, and you have to make sure both of those are checked. All right, if you don't do that, it won't work. Then you click on save. Now we have to find a place to save it, so it'll always go back to the same folder. And what I do is I'll just say, this was a flight for VIRB. That way I don't get it mixed up with the other flight. All right, so now we've got that all set, and we're going to click on start. Now you're going to see a blue line going across down here, and it's going to get to the end, and it's not going to do anything. It's going to sit there, and you don't do anything until that blue line turns back to the color that it is here. So let's start, and you can see the blue line going across there. Because this is a short file, it's going to go across a little faster than what it normally does, and so we'll let it sit there. That was one common mistake that some of the people I helped had trouble with. All right, it's turned white. So now our flight for VIRB looks exactly like this one, but it's got different codecs in it, and you can ask somebody else what that means, because I don't know. So now we're through with that. Now the next thing we need to do is we need to open up VIRB Edit. All right, so you've got it somewhere on your computer, and you've downloaded, and depends on which version you got. Like I said, my version is 4.2.2. So I'm opening it up. I think. Yes, it's coming up. My computer sometimes goes fast, sometimes goes slow. It always goes fast when I'm trying to do something delicate, and it always goes slow when I'm trying to do something like this. Now it's going to load up all my old clips. All right. Now, we're going to go up here and we're going to click on Create Video. And down here, a window opens up, and we'll just back this up, and we'll call it Demo. Okay, that sound good? Come on, BMO. I don't know. Yeah, my computer's going to run slow just to be mean. All right, so we create video. Now then, it's going to, when it finally gets around to it, says up here at the top, import clips and photos. So we'll click on that. Now we come down here to over here where it says import other right there. We'll click on that. And it's going to take us to my computer, and we're just going to go to the desktop. And we're going to go to demo. And we're going to pick the one that is made special for VIRB. So we'll click on that and we'll click on open. Now we're going to click on import only. So we'll click on that. And if you don't get 2 rows here, you've done something wrong already. And that's a very frustrating thing. But now we're going to let it go through from the beginning to the end. And it's going to say 100% and done or something like that. So I'll cut the stuff out of the middle here to make it go faster. It really won't go faster, but I'll do that. Okay, we've got them all optimized. Now, by the way, when I said you've done something wrong, if those 2 lines don't show up, you've either not clicked the second box in the VLC. It's a VLC VIRB, a VLC editor issue. You either didn't click that second box in the tool thing, or you didn't wait for the blue line to go away. So now we're all set to go here. So we'll click on OK. And here is our flight for VIRB up here in the upper left-hand corner. So what we do is we just click on it and drag it down into the box below. Okay? And if you want to spread it out, you can. It's not necessary, but you can show the timeline and stuff like that. So now we've got our video here, but we didn't download our G-metrics. So we're going to minimize this. And we're going to open up Flight Data Manager. And we're going to load the data. By the way, if you didn't install the templates, you would click on that button right there, and that will install your templates for you. I've already got them installed, so we'll go ahead. We're going to click click Load Data. And there it shows up. Now the file we're looking for is April 13th. And it's a little 3-minute file. That's it right there. So we'll double click on that. And there's our data right there. And then we're going to go over here in the upper right hand corner and we're going to export the data to our folder. So we go like that, and we're going to go to the desktop and find the demo. And you notice it says select folder. So all we do is click once on the folder and click select folder. And I have these 2 little issues because I've deleted and reinstalled and stuff, so I've got all those things showing up. But we could look at Google Earth right now, but we're not going to worry about it, so we go like that. And we're all through with the Flight Data Manager, that we've got everything we need. And we're going to go ahead and minimize that and go to, oh, there it is. Okay. All right, so there we have everything we need. So we're going to leave that open, and we'll go back to VIRB Edit. And we're going to click on G-metrics right there. And we'll click on G-metrics again. And we'll click on Import G-metrics. So we're going to click about 3 times, and then it's on my computer. And so we're going to click on that. Now we're going to go over here and click on Browse. And we'll have to find it on the desktop, I guess. There we go. And there's our demo. Now then, we can choose if we want to show feet or meters. And because when I went in and downloaded the templates, I downloaded both, because sometimes I like to study what goes on. But we're just going to use feet, so we'll click on that and click on Open. Now, with this particular version of VIRB Edit, it really doesn't show me a map. Sometimes it'll show the streets. That's the street in front of my house. But that's what I want. I know I've got the right data, so we'll just say use this log. Click on that. All right, and there's our picture. Now we need to find the Bebop templates that Kent made for us. So we'll click on templates up here in the top left hand corner, and you will not find them in the same order, but if you scroll around you'll find the Bebop templates. There they are there. Now these are some that I've made. You can move the things around. I've created some of my own. But anyway, we'll go down here. My favorite is number 9. So we'll click on that. And that puts it there. Now, wherever I go in the timeline, that shows me what it's doing at that particular time. So I know I've got the right. Another way to check it is just to go like this and see if it does what it's supposed to do. And see, there's the roll and pitch right there. So I like that. All right. So we've got that ready. Now, we're going to go up here. We're going to click on Export up in the right-hand corner. Okay, right there. And it depends on how sharp you want your picture to be. But I usually go with 2.7K. Not today, though. I want this to get done fast. I usually go with 60 frames per second. You can go with more if you want, but 60 is a pretty good number. And the more frames you got, the smoother your picture is going to be as your drone moves around. And then usually I go with the maximum, but today I'm just going to go with low because we want to get this done quickly so that you don't have to sit and watch the video all day. All right, so now I need to find a place to save it, so I'll go over here and click on Browse, and we're going to go to Desktop again. And there's our, no, where's our demo at? There it is there. Now you'll notice down here it says Select Folder again. So we're not going to do anything except click once on Demo and click Select Folder. Now that's where it's going to go. And now we're going to click Export. Now, depending upon your settings, this is going to take a long time, all right? So you'll have plenty of time to help your wife vacuum the house or, do something other than just sit and watch this because it's very boring. So we'll click on Export, and it's starting, and we'll come back later and see what it looks like. That's going to be, I guess we could call it part 4. Okay, well, looks like our video has been exported. We're all finished. Let's click on Done. And now we can close our VIRB edit. Go to the desktop. And what did we call it? Demo? I think we called it Demo. Let's see what it looks like. There it is. And we'll just maximize this thing. There. Now you can see the roll and pitch and everything's working. So that's how you go ahead and put the telemetry at the bottom of the screen. It's a step-by-step process. Once you get everything installed, next time I want to do a video and put the telemetry at the bottom of the screen, I've got everything set up. And so the first time through, yeah, there's a lot of steps to take. But after that, it's not that difficult. So I want to thank you for watching, and God bless you.